Hello, hello, hello. How are you all?
And it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Matt.
And I'm Kirsty. Very pleased that you've come to join us today. I hope all is well in your world.
And it's great to be back after being away for a few weeks. And it's lovely to see our spiritual psychic TV and the community that goes with it. The way that the Monday night show works is that you pose a question to ourselves, we answer, and whoever's been chosen then gets a reading. That's the only way to get a reading.
And if you see anybody on it that's offering you readings, tell her to clear off or do one, or use swear words if you like. I don't care. just tell them to go away and report them, because they're not supposed to be. The only ones giving free readings tonight on the show are me and his nibs.
I don't know what to say to that, but yes, that as well. So
I don't care. You lot should know me by now.
So the other thing is that just remember is that for your own personal safety, please don't put anything into the comments, and also be aware that if you're on Facebook, please like, share, and follow the channel. And also, if you're on YouTube channel, please subscribe in order to make your comments.
And we've just heard Mr. Producer says, unless you share 20 shares, we're not allowed to start yet. So if you keep hitting that share button, that would be awesome. Thank you. I don't know what's going on. He's getting all masterful in his old age.
Shh, shh. I've got to 19. Be quiet. Okay, that's 19. You've got to do at least one more share. Okay, so we're busy getting those shares in. So going forward, have we got any hellos, please, Mr. Producer?
Hello, Limo de Pimo. Hello
Limo.
to you. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, Esley.
Hi. Hi to you. Hello, Terry, darling. Lovely to see you.
Hello, Joanna Miller.
Hey, to you. It's a bit of a Fonzie manoeuvre there. You're probably too young to remember him, but he was cool. Hey.
Oh, hello, Jessa.
Hi, Jessa. Hi, Heather Green.
Hi,
Lovely
Heather.
to see you.
Hello, Marisa Serafino from
Hi,
Northern
Marisa.
California.
Hi, Marisa. Hello, Jeanette Brady.
Hello, Jeanette from Australia.
Lovely to see you. I got my dog right down here, and she's been a little pest today. I don't know what's up with her. She's got the wind up her tail. Hello, Paul Smith. Hello to
Paul.
you.
Hello, Amy Parker.
Hi, Amy Parker. Hello, Carol Brown.
Hello there, Carol.
Lovely baby there. Beautiful.
Hello, Julie Ramsden.
Hello, Julie. Oh, big hugs to you too. Kerry Farmer, hello to you. Beautiful wolves, aren't they?
Yes,
Glorious.
hello, Kerry.
I like a wolf.
Hello, Helen Manson.
Hello, Helen. Hi, Danny Tracy Webster.
Hi, Danny.
You're singing in the air then.
Thank you for sharing, Jeanette. So please like, share, and follow, like we said, and subscribe to the YouTube channel to be able to comment tonight. Just a reminder for those people just joining us, if you post a question, you're chosen, we'll answer it to the best of our abilities, and then from there, we will give that person a reading. That's the only way. So please don't put up, can you see this behind me? Can you see that? Can I have a reading? You have to put a question. We're learning from each other and growing from each other. Hello, Ava Rose Evans.
Hello, Ava Rose Evans. Great looky, by the way. Hi, Kayla Jenkins.
Hello, Kayla.
Keep sharing, guys. Keep sharing.
Hello, Vianello Tracy.
Hello. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Maureen Bracken. Hello to you. Beautiful Dublin Island.
Yes. Hello, Carol McDowell.
Hi, Carol. Hi, Sharon Kane Martin. Good evening to you. Lovely to see you, darling. Yes, the Fonz. Yay! Oh, that sounds a bit like rat fans, didn't it? The
I
opposite
didn't
one.
want to say. And I will take it by
No,
motel. She's probably American. She hasn't got a clue what you're on about.
Roland Rat. That's the
Yes.
fella, isn't it?
Steph Harrison,
Yeah,
nice to you.
Steph. I'm sorry, I'm on right on one. I've missed you lot. I've been able to.
It's a good job. Some of us are professional. Hello, Helen C.
It's a good job. Some of them won't. Shelley Stewart. Hello to you.
Hello, Sheena Duncanson from lovely Scotland.
Hi, Sheena. Hi, Vicky Palmer.
Hi, Vicky.
Yeah, we're good, thank you, darling. I hope you are too.
Hello, Kimi Ola.
Great name. Hello to you, lovely lady. AJ Cook. Hello.
Hello, AJ. We're almost at that list yet, Mr. Producer. Hello, Deborah Robinson.
Oh, look at that little dog.
We're going to keep going, guys. Make sure we get out 20 shares and then we can start working.
Hello, Deborah Robinson. Lovely to see you. Jeanette D.N. Smith. That sounds very formal, doesn't it?
Hello, Jean.
Hi to you.
Hello, Joanne Ripper.
Hello, Joanne. Good evening, good evening. Yeah.
Hello, Babs Barnes.
Babs Barnes. Hi there to you too. Okay.
Okay, guys, if we can ask you for the shares and if we can ask for questions, and then from them we'll start giving some readings.
Then we'll actually get up our bums and do some work. So come on, make us work. Throw the questions at us. We've missed you. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Aww.
so Carol Brown, do babies that pass grow up in heaven? Most definitely. So babies continue to grow up. So babies it's said in various texts that basically a child will continue to grow to roughly around about the age of 25. But obviously time and years is what we stipulate as a person, time scale wise, slightly different to the spirit world. But there you go. So yes, most definitely they do continue to grow up.
I guess he answered that then, didn't he? Yay. So for me, I agree, you know, that like Matt said, there is no time scale. You know, there's always somebody to look after them and watch over them. Yeah, sometimes they will come back as babies, so you can see them as babies, so you can recognise them. Other times they'll come back as older children, so you can acknowledge how long they've passed. So yeah, okay, so Carol, I've got a few cards for you here, my darling. Okay, I feel like there's something going on around you at the moment. It feels like I've got questions in my head. It feels like there's a situation almost bubbling or brewing, and I feel this is something where I want you to stay optimistic, or to stay positive. All right, hope. I mean, look at this glorious card that you have there. I don't know if you can see it actually. There we go. So I've got it. Yeah, there you go. That glorious card there. See it? The rainbow and the peace, and you know, you don't get better than that, my darling. This is about just staying positive. I can see angel wings. I can see birds of peace. I can see all sorts of fantastic positive signs and symbols for you. So this negative situation that must be around you, one that's pulling you down a little bit or pulling people very close to you around, just allow yourself to put a spin on it, or at least be optimistic for the changes that are sort of going on here. It feels like I haven't got much energy with you at the moment, Carol. It feels like there's lots of healing that needs to be done. And again, I want to say, allow yourself to go through that healing. And if it isn't, again, if it isn't you, if it's people close to you, just allow that healing to happen. Stay positive, stay optimistic. Use your I want to say use your worldly wise woman, because she's in there and it's almost like you've forgotten her. Pull her out, allow her just to come to the fore. Give yourself that bit of grace, give the situation a bit of grace, a bit of time, just to allow things to happen. And guess what? The justice card has come up, which to me means that it's all going to work out and it'll all be fair and it'll all be just. Okay, so whatever it is that's bothering you, stay positive, stay optimistic, give yourself that love and the people that deserve it around you, and know that it is going to work out in all fairness. All right, my darling, I hope that was okay for you.
Thank you for that, Carol. Any more hellos, please, producer?
Sorry.
Hi, Dawn Collison.
Hello, Dawn. How are you, darling? You okay? Mr. P, I can hear your voice going, yes.
So, Dawn's one of our presenters on the Monday morning show. Her and Reverend Nick at 11 o'clock every Monday.
Yeah.
Hello, Pauline Lynn Taylor.
Hi, Pauline. Hi, Casey Tanner.
Hi, Casey.
Lovely to see you.
Hello, Mary Butcher.
Hello, Mary Butcher.
Hello, Alicia James.
Hi, Alicia. Great hair. Hi, Annie Peebles.
Hi, Annie.
Keep sharing, keep asking us questions, and you can get yourself a message.
Hello, Wendy Knowles.
Hi, Wendy. Good evening to you and that beautiful looking puppy.
Hello, Angela Martina.
Hi there. Hi, Hayley Bennett. Share to your groups. Thank you, darling.
Hi,
really appreciate that.
Hello, Brooke Homewood.
First time here. Excellent. Well done, Brooke. Thank you very much for joining us. We love a good... I was going to be really naughty then. We love a good first time. I wasn't going to say that at all. I'm behaving.
Professional face. Hello, Kerry Thorley.
Hi, Kerry.
Okay, so Alicia Jane says, can animals become angels once they have passed over?
So, in a word, my darling, no. Basically, I'm going to answer this one if I may, because you answered the last one. And basically, angels have a different vibration. They have a much higher vibration. They work closer to God. They have a faster vibration. And animals are kind of, the sort of same vibration as we are, because they live in the world, the same world that we do. And once they've passed over, they can behave like angels, and they can come and do the work that angels do and help us like angels. You would imagine angels too, but they can't actually be one, neither can people. Anything you'd like to add to that?
No, I think you did very well. Well done. Okay, so Alicia. Alicia, I'm very much aware of two people I have with you. I have a grandfather and a grandmother. I feel like the grandmother, I'm going on father's side of the family. Grandfather, I'm going on mum's side of the family. I want to say I'm drawn to the grandmother. I feel I'm a nice individual. I'm a smiling individual. I like things done a particular way. I like things to... I like the simple things in life. I'm not a person to make a fuss. I would have put everybody before myself. So I have her here. On the grandfather side, I feel sort of very affectionate. I feel very sort of understanding. I feel quite laid back compared to the grandmother. As they're working with me, the grandfather, I get stomach problems, so I do feel there's cancerous conditions there. With the grandmother, I am struggling with my breathing, so there would have been respiratory conditions for the passing. I also feel with the pair of them, they would have been chalk and cheese in their personalities. They would have been very much The grandmother would have been sort of like her way or the highway type thing. The grandfather would have enjoyed being outdoors, would have liked things. To not get stressed, would just like to do things as he wants to do them. Now, it takes me to yourself and sort of like the need for a difficulty over the last sort of 3 months and trying to get through things and trying to just to get through at the moment, making me aware that there has been tears around yourself. However, I want to remind you from them about how strong you are and how courageous you are and how you get through a lot of things that a lot of people haven't. I also want you to start to pat yourself on the back a little bit and to know that they're always around them, but you don't ask people for help. So that's one of the things they want you to do. Start asking people for help and start to see the strength that is you and start to acknowledge that strength and use it to allow yourself to move forward. I can leave that with you, Alicia. Thank you for working with us.
Oh, thank you. No, thank you, Alicia. Great question. Absolutely great question. They're like angels, and they behave like angels when they're next to us in our lives, don't they, animals? So anyway, Mr. P, have we got some more? You sound like that fella that goes, ding dong. What's his name? The old
I don't know. You passed the other few months back. Hello, Maggie Pather from South Africa. I'll acknowledge you, Maggie.
Hi, Maggie. Hi, Katie Rickson.
Hi, Katie. Hello, Maggie Moore.
Hello, good afternoon to you. Hi, Benny Ty.
Hi, Benny.
Crashed into the chat late.
Hello, Diana. Who?
Right. Better late than never, Benny. Hi, Diana.
We can see you, Diana. Stop hiding. Hello, Lenny Hopkins.
Hello, Lenny. Oh, welcome back, Lenny. Welcome back. We really appreciate you. Chantel Mendon.
Hello, Chantel.
To you.
And to you. Hello, Tina Perth from Perth in Australia, formerly Lincolnshire.
Oh. Hello to you.
Slight difference there, isn't it? Perth to Lincolnshire.
Hi, Linda Owen. If you'd like a card, my darling, what you have to do is give us a question, and then we will happily give you a card.
Hello, Catherine Newkirk.
Hi there.
Hello, Louise Phillips. Okay,
Hi,
guys,
Louise.
for those people just coming on, we won't give readings unless there's a question. So if you want a reading, if you want us to connect in, put a question in, and then from there you will get a reading. It has to be of a spiritual nature, maybe something to do with mediumship, maybe to do something with Reiki, maybe something to do with your spiritual path, something that we're all learning from along the way. Once you do that, then basically if you're chosen, that's the only way to get a reading. Hello,
Carol McDowell. Yes, I'm quite happy to do that as a question. Yeah, Carol, your son passed 15 days before his 17th birthday. I'm so sorry, darling. I can't even begin to imagine what you've gone through. It's his birthday, and it's coming up to his 21st on the 17th of March on Paddy's Day. St. Patrick's Day. And they will they be celebrating with other family members? Darling, my opinion is yes. And they will be popping in if you're celebrating for him. He'll have a snoop and he'll see what you're doing as well. If you're raising a glass of Guinness, shall we say, for him.
Most definitely. I mean, look out for the signs. Look out for the signs around that time. It may be that there are feathers. It may be that times become more prevalent, that perhaps you're seeing 333, you're seeing sort of like 111, all times like that. You are maybe the smells that sort of remind you of those, or things come on the telly remind you of your son, and all of those sort of memories to just say, you know what, you might not be able to hear me, but I am around. Okay, so Carol, what I need to say to you is I've got a card coming up for you that's a friendship card, and it's such a beautiful card. There you go. There we go.
All right. And then that friendship card. This is about collecting your friends around you to help you through the times. There is a little bird on the card that tells me it's a messenger from spirit. So I agree with what Matt said. You know, you will get lots of signs that he's coming in to pop in and say hello to you. I feel like you'll be looking at photographs, and I don't know if you do that already, talking to his photographs. It does feel rather like that. But it also feels like, you know, remember him as he was. Sometimes when people pass, it's very easy to forget the times when, you know, that weren't as easy, or they were a little bit cheeky or a little bit naughty or whatever. And I feel like he is one of those lads that would want you to remember him, the whole him, if that makes sense. I don't feel he would have been massively comfortable with being sort of having, you know, thinking he was some sort of saint or something. I feel like he's laughing a little bit and chuckling about that. Okay, you're going to do fireworks on how absolutely marvellous. It feels to me like this is a time for playing as well, because I do feel I have got a gentleman come forward. I don't know if this is him. I don't normally do the mediumship. This is not on SPTV. Normally it's Matt that does it, but I do feel I've got a gentleman coming close. And I want to say this gentleman was fun. And I want to be fun with him. I want to think about the memories of his childhood. I want to remember the laughter and the fun that he was. And, you know, and the better or the worse, the dodgy times, you know, the times when, you know, things didn't quite work as planned, shall we say, or the times that they did and they brought absolute laughter and joy. This is what it's about. I feel he would have enjoyed a good giggle more than anything. And this is what he's kind of making me feel with that. And I do feel, I don't know if you're going to have a bit of a get together with some people and a party per se. And I speak to his photo on his every day, passing 2nd of March kept me strong and putting good memories in my head instead of, there you go, that's what he's talking about then. Okay, because he's making me feel like you've got to stay looking at the things as they were, not as in, you know, sort of the sad bits, shall we say, because I don't feel he was a lad like that. He wouldn't have liked to have dwelled in that, and he certainly wouldn't have liked, I feel like he had a big heart, and he makes me feel that he wouldn't have wanted to bring you sadness. He'd want to bring you joy. And I don't know if he would have played games or sort of had a bit of music or something, but it feels like I want a few people around me when with these fireworks and everything go, because he certainly will be there. And I feel like would have had a beautiful smile as well. He shows me this beautiful smile. So remember that beautiful smile, and remember the love that he would bring through, and the laughter, because I do feel like he would have brought in a smile or two, to say the least. Beautiful memories of together. Yes, my grandson's party Saturday, fabulous. So go and enjoy yourself, and remember that even on the darkest of days, there's always a smidgen of that light, even if it's just a little star. You look after yourself, darling.
And if I can just add just to drop to that, just to say I'm sorry, and also I keep getting the song Watership Down that I need to also give you. So if I can leave you with that also.
Okie dokie. Carol, can we all sing Carol a little bit of love, please? A little bit of healing, a little bit of love, just because it, you know, I can't even begin to imagine what you're going through, Carol. I really can't. Yes, all his family, and definitely everyone says about his beautiful, wonderful. So you keep that smile alive, my darling, and have a giggle with him, because he would love a giggle with him. And he's on about, I want to say, I feel like I've got to talk trainers again. So yeah, I'll leave you with them. I don't know why, but I'm going to.
And the Watership Down is, I keep hearing the song Bright Eyes. That's what I keep.
Okay.
Sorry, it's just some interference from the producer. Technical hic, I think.
Either that or someone let a dog out.
Or there's a cat, something like that. Good
No,
evening,
we're
Carolina
teasing
Kelvey
him.
from Scotland.
We're teasing him. He's singing, so bless him. We're pulling his leg. Okay. Yes, not howling. Yes, it's just singing, not howling. Yeah. So hello, Caroline McKelvey. Nice to see you. Good evening from Bonnie, Scotland, no less.
Hello, Simone Wheeler from South Africa.
Hello, Simone.
Hello, Melvin Peters.
Hello, Melvin. Hi, Chrissy Wheatley.
Hi, Chrissy.
Nice to see you. We're all good, thank you. I
Hello,
hope you are
Liz
too.
Kennedy.
Hi, Liz Kennedy.
Hello, Shawana Skinner.
Hello, Shawana. Hi, Debbie Shard. Good evening from Wales. Oh, we love Wales.
Yeah, we're there in a couple of weeks.
Yes, gorgeous.
Looking forward to that.
Yes.
Okay, do you want to do this one?
No.
Okay, so next question is Chantel Mendon. It is recommended to sit with your guides. I am aware who mine are, but I don't often sit with them and communicate. Okay, so this is my personal view. Yeah, it's good to get to know your guides and to sit with them, but to be able to sit in the power in your own energy, you know, whether, you know, you get to know your guides, but to me, sitting in the power is more important than to sit to allow that blending of energies and allow the communication with the spirit world. And for that, you don't need your guides. Guides to me, well, I won't interrupt. Go on, dear. I was going to go on to the next thing. Go on.
No,
because I was going to talk too much then. Go on.
That's all right. It's fine. All I was going to sort of pop in and add to that is that guides they're just happy to serve spirit and work and earn their stripes, if you like, from the other side of connecting and you know, rather like mediums work. You know, the majority of mediums, I'm very aware there are some that work from ego, but the majority of mediums work from the heart and they want to help. Their initial and sole purpose is to help people, and this is what you guys do. So in a way, kind of getting to know them sometimes is not always what they're that fussed about. As long as you know their energy and you know what they feel, it doesn't matter who they were, what they were. But equally, of course, it's wonderful if you can do that as well.
And obviously you'll have more than one, and obviously you'll have a main guide, but you'll have other guides who'll come in and work with you at different points. That was only bit I was going to add to it. So with yourself, Chantel, I'm very much aware of a grandmother. I want to probably put her 5 to 5'1" in height, cuddly to the frame. I want to say high cheekbones, lovely smile, about herself, a nice disposition. She sort of would have been a person who would have put her arms around you, would have given you sort of very affectionate and sort of give you hugs. I also feel with her there would have been memories of sort of like giving you the 50 pences and sort of stories, you know, while everyone was there, be quiet, you know, here's 50 pence, don't tell anybody I've shared it with you, and a little cheeky wink. I feel that sort of creature comfort, sort of like food wise, she would have definitely been a feeder. And I just feel generally sort of really nice with her. She comes in basically just wanting to acknowledge, one, to say hello, but two, just to give you a bit of support and to keep you going, and sort of make you aware that things haven't been easy of late. I certainly feel the last 2 to 3 weeks has been difficult, but I need to say to you that she is a happy soul. And I just want to say that I just feel like she wants to come in just to keep you smiling and keep memories alive. So if I can leave her love with yourself, and just remember also, she's giving you Branston pickle. So I don't know if you used to have that with like cheese on there, but I want cheese and Branston pickle as a memory. If I can leave that with you, thank you for me, Chantal.
Lovely, Chantal. Yes, I'm sorry, I meant to just very quickly say at the end of your question, Chantal, that basically the choice is yours. If you feel you want to get to know them, don't beat yourself up and just take your time and enjoy the journey. Okay, Mr. P, have you finished howling? Singing. Would you like to? Oh, that's it. Oh, that's wonderful.
Thank you, Chantal.
Thank you for the feedback, Chantal. Oh, that's lovely. You were her fave. How lovely. Okay. Esther, I wish I knew who that fella was.
Joanne Prue.
Who is that fella? Okay.
Like I said, he passed a few months ago. He was in the Carry On with the moustache.
He had a little moustache, didn't he?
Hello, Siobhan O'Rourke.
Hi, Siobhan. Nice to see you. Okay. Hi, Aileen Fido. Please forgive me. Good evening.
Hello, Jade Matthews.
Hi, Jade.
Hello, Aileen Fido. I didn't get to say hello to her. Hello, Jules Hardy.
Hello, darling. Lovely to see you.
Hello, Sarah Walker.
Hi, Sarah. I'd love one too. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'd love one. I'm only messing. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist that.
All I can say to that is, matron. Hello, Tracy McIntosh.
I'm only messing. I am sorry. I'm in such a mood tonight. I can't help it.
Those people who are new to the channel, we're normally not like this. This is the first time. We're normally more professional. Hello, Paul and Liz Slater.
Hi, Liz from Kent.
Just down the road.
Hi, Julie Effamy.
Hello, Julie from Dorset.
Oh, lovely.
County. Hello, Ramona Oliver from Vancouver in Canada. Beautiful country.
Yeah, nice to see you too, my lovey.
Hello, Carol McDowell.
Ah, you got the song now. That's the one we played. Oh, lovely, Carol. Lovely. Thank you for popping that on the end there.
Well,
hello to you.
Okay, so next one's from Casey Tanner. My baby always looks in the same corner the last week or so, talking away and laughing to herself. Could she see spirit? Do you answer this one first or not?
Yeah, I don't mind. Basically, my opinion is that absolutely, I feel that when we are born, I feel what we have is like a memory that fades, if you like, of the spirit world and of our abilities. And because I do believe that we're all born able to see, hear, feel, clairvoyantly, or clairaudiently, all the clairs, we'll all be able to do the mediumship work, all of us. But some of us forget, most of us forget actually, and then have to relearn. And I do believe particularly babies are fabulous at seeing spirit. And if they're laughing, then that's even nicer. It's just beautiful to watch. Quite often you see them look over your head and they'll coo and they'll giggle and look around your head. Maybe they're seeing your aura, your pretty colours. Maybe they're seeing spirit. It's just absolutely beautiful, and it's so pure and innocent, which is also another reason why I feel that they can do it, because they have no preconceptions, no, that's not real and that sort of stuff. It's only that's sometimes later when they learn that.
All of that. The only difference is that basically the cord that connects us with the realms above is at its strongest when we first come down. So that strong connection allows for that strong connection to the spirit realms. Other than that, everything else that Kirsty said.
Okay. Casey. I'm asking for some cards to help you now, my darling. Okay. Would you please understand, my sweetheart? There's a need for comfort and love around you at the moment. I do feel that, again, I want to say there's some healing that you need. That's either yourself or around you, and I just feel like I want to just sort of envelope you in a great big, huge, pink and lovely, fluffy hug and just hold you. I do feel that sometimes, you know, you say you have a baby there. Sometimes we are at our most vulnerable when we have our babies, because our senses, speaking as a mum myself, when I remember when I had my babies, my senses were huge at that point. So any problems that I may have had, or any difficulties, or any sadness or problems or anything, it was magnified at that point. So I want to say to you, darling, just basically look for help. Ask people. You know, ask for friends to you know, put a little love and light in you. Go and check out maybe other mums, or maybe your family, to get, I don't know whether, I don't know what it is that you need at this moment, but I do know that you just need to ask for that help, darling. All right, and that you will heal from this. At the moment, it's a beautiful thing, having people that are around you that can support you. You're a very strong, independent lady, and it feels like you're not really one for asking for help. And darling, I just feel like this is what you've got to do. You know, I've got the come together card. This is about just allowing people to help you, allowing, you know, situations and things to be made easier by, and there's lots of bees and things on there, and bees themselves are fabulous at working together, and I feel like, you know, that's the sort of thing that you're being asked to do. Allow others, many hands make light work, and you know, make laughter and light when everybody comes together. Please also be aware, not only are you absolutely probably totally absorbed in huge emotions right now, but I also need to ask you about the moon, and be aware that the moon influences you hugely with your emotions. And as you know, perhaps you don't, I know, please forgive me if you do, but the moon regulates the sun, regulates the sea. The sea is linked with our emotions, so it's all connected. And it feels like you've got to just look at the moon and be aware of the moon as well. So if it's waxing or waning or full moon or whatever, just make a little note and see how you feel. You know, sometimes we're more sensitive at a full moon, for example, and that may not be your case, but that just is something to write about. All I want to say to you, darling, is just look after yourself, allow others to help you. There are so many people, I feel, waiting to just reach out and help you and give you that big, you know, physical or you know, a helping hug. All right, darling. So yeah, again, I want to say, just allow yourself. All right, allow yourself that help. Be kind to Casey. All right, my darling.
Thank you for that, Casey. Well done, Deb. So, any more of those, please, Miss Producer?
I didn't know who that fella was. Leslie Phillips, that's
hello,
the
Rosemary
man.
Barker.
Yes. Hello, Rosemary. Thank you. Welcome for joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us, and welcome. I got my words in a tangle.
Hello, Sarah Me Talona.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Gina Ebrel.
Hello, Gina. Hello, Lacey Lawrence.
Hi, Lacey.
Hello, Hug Mum.
Hug Mum. Great, great, great. Love that name. Hi, Ricky Spence.
Hi, Ricky.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Anne-Marie Green.
Hello,
Lovely
Anne-Marie.
Island.
Ah, beautiful island as well. Kathleen Connor, hello to you.
Hello,
if you'd
Kathleen.
like a message, ask us a question.
Hello, Gina Harris.
Hi, Gina. Hello, Deborah Long.
Deborah Long.
Okay. Yes, thank you, Lenny. Mr. P said that ding dong man was Leslie Phillips, so thank you.
So Lenny says, I'm always being told that I have new guides. How many guides do you have and how often do they change? And mentions about the Leslie Phillips. Okay, so Lenny, you'll have numerous guides. There's no set number, but you're basically going to have a main guide, and then you'll have guides that will come in and out at different points that will, so if you were learning mediumship, they will come in to help you with starting off with your mediumship. Then there'll be ones that will come in at a later date that will be more advanced to move your mediumship on. If you then decide to go into, say, healing, they will come and help you with your healing side. Perhaps you're doing physical mediumship or trance, they might work with you there. So these guides coming all in and out. I've had people who have told me they've got 14 guides and all of that. It's not a question about how many we've got. It's basically just being aware of the ones that we need to be aware of and the ones that we need to get to know.
He's pretty much covered that. Apart from, I just want to say, this is about who connects with your energy, because bearing in mind, your guides are not here just to guide you. They're quite often learning to guide, or they're learning how to deal with situations that come to you. So it's all a kind of, if they blend with your energy really well, then you're going to get, you know, however many that want to learn and want to. So it's quite relative to actually say how many guides. The one thing that Matt did miss was that you will have one guide with you that is with you all the time. Some of them chop and change. But you will have one. Some people call them the doorkeeper, the main guide. You know, again, it's relevant to you and what you want to call them. That one guide will stay with you the whole of your sort of life. But also, just to pick up a little bit on what Matt was saying with regards to that, when Matt has done healing before now, at one point he had. Was being drawn to lots of people with back problems, and a doctor that works specifically with back trauma, and he would come in specifically for that. And then when he had learnt enough, they stopped being given all these patients with back problems, and other people with tummy problems would start to come in. And then as someone with tummy would come in. So that's just the tiniest little snippet of the healing. So as you can see, there's huge amounts that guys and people that want to come and work with you. And it's very, I think, very difficult to put a number on it. But great question.
Yeah, and obviously you've got helpers and other people as well as guides. So I'm aware of a gentleman who you resemble. I feel like I've got on father's side of the family, and I feel like I've got a fatherly figure. I feel with this gentleman, 5'11", 6 foot, probably near the 6 foot mark. I feel quite broad to the shoulders. I certainly feel like I'm at least a size 11, if not size 12 shoe. I also feel with this gentleman that I would be a person who would stand upright. I would certainly have a presence within the room. I would be a person who would be, not a person who would ask for help, to be quite a proud gentleman, but I like things done properly, and I would make it quite clear. I wouldn't have liked things wishy-washy. I had a bit of a dry sense of humour with this gentleman. I don't feel old with this gentleman for my passing, and I also feel with him that he would have been trying to work out, because he's gone about something about a curator or something like that, which to me is sort of art. I also want to say with him that basically he would have been a person who would have spoke his mind. He wouldn't have been afraid of speaking his mind for himself or standing up for other people. So with this gentleman, I want to say to you, the message for yourself is now start to gain your own voice. Speak your mind and speak your truths, but also don't be afraid for people to disagree with you. Put them right. Tell them what they need to hear to educate them, and tell them what they need to know. I can leave that with you, Lenny. Thank you for working with me.
Thank you, Lenny. Looks a bit like my brother. A little bit scary. Not that you are, it's just like you know, twins going on there. You look like a younger version of my brother, Lenny, if you're still there. Okie dokie. So, Mr. B. Ha, look, Leslie, yeah, adverts. Sorry, we've got a few adverts coming. So I was too busy laughing at Leslie Phillips and the both Mr. P's. So we've got a few adverts now. We will be back in the tiddly too, so don't go anywhere, whatever you do.
Yes, look forward to it.
Spiritual Psychics TV is hosting our annual recognition of achievements, acknowledging those who dedicate their lives through spiritual acts of kindness. Candidates can register and put themselves forward to be acknowledged. Viewers can also nominate who they feel should be recognized for an achievement. Exclusively broadcasted live on SPTV, with 100% of the public votes being announced on Saturday the 27th of May from 7:30 p.m. For more information, please visit awards.spiritualpsychicstv.online. Spiritual Psychics TV, bringing spiritual people together. My Spiritual Designs, ethical creativity for spiritual people. MySpiritualDesigns.com, a new service offering graphic and website designs, along with video animations for those who serve spirit in their own way. We can create promotional videos with voiceovers and music, and custom-made apps. There are no monthly or yearly fees. No off-the-shelf solutions, all personalized to match your own unique vision. Our website deals offer your very own online events, service booking system which accepts PayPal and Stripe payments, a contact form, gallery, and video player. Our website deals starts from as little as £150 up to only £210. For more details, please visit myspiritualdesigns.com. Tomorrow night from 8 p.m, Deb Clark demonstrates her mediumship by offering free readings.
Hello and welcome back.
Hello. Oh, sorry, Mr. Producer, we can see our faces and that's not, there we go, that's better. Because Matt, you were pulling funny faces there, that was really funny. Thank you, Lenny, for your feedback. That was fabulous. Really appreciate that. Okie dokie. So, Mr. B. Some more. Hello.
Katerina Sugarova.
Hello, Katerina.
So, yes, you can book a private reading if you go to mkclairvoyance.com. Or you can find us at MK Clairvoyance on Facebook, and then from there we take bookings, yes.
Thank you very much for asking, Katerina. Really appreciate that. Hi, Tammy Dennison.
Hi, Tammy.
If you're new here, that's wonderful. Welcome, welcome. Denise Pilkington, hello to you.
Hello, Denise. Hello, Kim Wilson.
Hi, Kim.
So for those people just joining us after the adverts, welcome. And basically the way it works, if you pose a question of a spiritual nature, and with what we mean by that, do your mediumship, your spiritual path, sort of to do with Reiki, to do with spiritual healing, anything like that, pose a question, and then from there, what we'll do is we'll answer it to the best of our ability, and that is how you get a reading. It's the only way you get a reading.
Yeah, and also, you know, it means, you know, anything about your development or any questions that you have regarding this kind of world at all, just fire it at us. If we don't know, I'm going to tell you.
Dana Faniza says,
it's easy for you to say.
That's a bit of a... That was difficult pronouncing. So, do you do health readings? We don't do health readings. Because we're bound ethically. We don't diagnose. We don't give medical advice on that. So that answers that question. Hello, Rosa Frataloni.
Ciao, Rosa.
Love,
Ciao.
lovely,
It's again easy for you to say. You want to put your teeth back in, love. It's normally me that can't say things.
ciao from Boston. Hello, the lovely Boston up in
Ciao,
Massachusetts.
Bella. Hello, T. Okay, my mum passed last fall. I'm really sorry to hear that, darling. How long does it take for them on the other side to understand what is really going on here in our life? One reading, she sounded so human. Okay, so for me, this is just my personal opinion. I feel, I know, in my opinion, I know that time doesn't go the same way over there as it does here. So what effectively, I mean, if you're more spiritually aware, then clearly, you know, it'd be easier for you to get a greater understanding of what's what quicker. But that said, time doesn't work over there. You know, for example, you can put a thought out, think about your loved ones, and boop, they'd be literally here. Whereas, you know, it doesn't work that way when you're here. Do you see the difference, what I'm trying to say? So that's the first thing I want to say with regards to that. So also, when I believe what happens to them is they you know, they get to look at their own lives, look at what's happened, look at what they've agreed to before, how successful that was, because it's all about a contract. That's what I feel, of a form, an agreement. And so then one of the things they do when they're well enough to, you know, go over, and which, you know, when they come back over and they're able to, they run through the contract, and then they know exactly what's what, and they will come back to you. We've had a friend pass at 4 o'clock in the morning. We've literally both woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, turned to each other and said, "Oh, we've just seen him." And he said, "Oh, I've just seen him." I said, "I've just seen him too." So he literally, the moment he passed, he was acknowledging that he passed to us. So would you like to probably say that?
I'll answer that while you get ready for your question.
Yeah, in an easier way.
So basically, there is no time scale. So there's no right or wrong answer to say when it comes to time. We've had people who have passed where they have their children have been aware of them maybe in the afternoon if they've passed in the morning. There's also been other people, and the examples are given are not spiritual people, they're just normal people. They have been people who have smelt maybe the scent of perfume that the mum perhaps wore, or if the dad was a heavy smoker, can smell the cigarette smokes and go, "Is this you?" And perhaps there's been a knock on the wall or different things. So there used to be this thing that was bantered around, and I don't know where it started, so I won't say this is where it came from, of a 6-month rule. And in that 6-month rule, it was basically they won't come through for 6 months. So, you know, give them time to readjust and all of that. Spirit are very intelligent. And yes, there are times where perhaps there's, say, a murder or something like where the person wasn't prepared to go over. But in a lot of cases, you know, they will adjust quite quickly. I don't know when you had your other reading, but basically you will be able, a good medium, the one who's the right medium for you, will be able to connect quite quickly to that loved one.
And I want to echo everything Matt just said. Absolutely. You know, at the end of the day, she sounded so human, because we are all spirit, whether we have a body like the ones that we're sitting there looking at you and you're sitting there looking at us in, or ones where we've shed that overcoat of a body and we're still the same spirit. So that humanness, as you kind of said it yourself, that would relate back to you, because that's what you knew, and she wants you to know that it's her. So, okay, my darling, right, I've got the first card I've got that come. Oh, okay. I'll be quick then. All right. Okay. I understand there's a lot of stress and pressure at the moment that's around you at the moment, darling. I want to say this is about getting better timescales, multitasking a bit better, asking friends to help perhaps, because okay, interesting. Yes, mum was acting or talking like human, example telling to get back to the ex that was, okay, right. I'm just going to hit you right with that for a minute. Whatever medium told you that, tell them to do one. Controversial. You never, ever do you ever take a negative message off a medium. First thing you do is walk right out of the room and go away and get away. All right, because that medium, spirit know when you are in an emotionally safe position or in a safe position. They're not going to encourage you to do something like get back in with someone that was that uncomfortably abusive, shall we say. So my personal opinion, it is my personal opinion, is walk away from that. Walk away. It doesn't matter whether she loved him when she's down there. She's up there now and she's got to see the bigger picture. So for me, she wouldn't say that. So I want to say stress. Go back to that card very quickly. Stress, get some help. Get some help with the multitasking. Ask your friends, there's people around you, see if you can delegate. So get rid of some of that stuff that's on your shoulders. I want to say, let that go. There's a time for new beginnings for you. Now, this could be, I don't know if it's a birth of a cherished idea, or, I don't know. I don't know. All I know is it's new beginnings, all right? And this is about time for you to sort of protect and nurture yourself while you go through these new beginnings, all right? Do not allow others to tell you what you think, what to do. Listen to your own heart, because you need to heal and you need to look after yourself. Look at this beautiful card. Look at that. Again, time for healing. Time for healing. And again, I want to show you a new beginnings card. And yes, it has got a baby in the front of it, but that doesn't necessarily mean a baby. It could just mean just a brand new start. All right. But all I know is this is a brand new you coming forward, whatever that means, stronger, more caring, more loving. You need to step into you. You need to step into what you know. Don't listen to anyone else. All right. That's the main crux of this now. Don't listen to anything else. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. All right.
Okay, thank you for that, T, and thank you for what you have put down there as well. And hopefully, you'll be able to move on and heal in your own way. So thank you for that.
Absolutely, darling. Absolutely. Darling, the medium didn't know he was absolutely abusive. Can I just, Mr. P, can I just answer that, please? Because, thank you. You're saying the medium didn't know he was emotionally abusive. It doesn't matter. And I'll tell you why it doesn't matter. Mediums are not, they're not here to have a voice. They're not here to know. They are a telephone, all right? It would be if that medium was connecting in correctly with your mother, then your mother would know. So in effect, it doesn't matter whether the medium knew whether they were emotionally abusive or not. It's irrelevant because your mother would know. Does that make sense?
Okay, so thank you for that, T.
Okay.
So
thank you, darling.
Moving on. Any hellos, please, Mr. Producer?
I did get on my high horse. Mr. P's taking the mickey out of me a little bit. I can't stand bad mediumship. It rattles my goat.
Hello, Isabel Stewart.
Hello, Isabel. Hi, Nina Detta.
Hello, Nina. Hello, Kira Haley.
Hi, Kira. Hi, Diane Tolhurst.
Hello, Diane. Hello, Margarita Johnson.
Hello, Margarita. Hello, Nick Brown. Was just talking about you. Hope your ears were burning.
So, Nick, we mentioned before about Dawn. Nick is the other presenter on the same show. And I believe on this Friday they've got a mediumship course that's available. See the SPTV information.
I believe the 6-month role was for the benefit of recipients given time to accept the passing. Well, it's wrong, isn't it, Nick? No, in my opinion, I'm sorry to put it bluntly, lovey, you know, it benefit the recipients. How is that benefiting, my lovey? You know, you accept the passing, don't you? So whenever you're ready, I can get on my high horse about that sort of thing as much as I like, can I? Thank you, darling. Are you going to come and join me? Go for a gallop on the high horses. I didn't. I was being careful, Mr. Producer.
Yeah, I mean, for me, if that's what the case was, thank you for that, Nick. But for me, you know, if I'd lost a loved one, I wanted to connect. I wouldn't want to wait 6 months. I'd want, yes, I'd process some of the grief, but in my view, and this is my view, obviously I'm speaking to a fellow medium, is that basically, you know, we grieve in different ways, and one of the advantages of mediumship is it helps that grieving process because it allows us to reconnect to that person. Yes, it might be painful talking to them because we're still in the grieving process, but it also gives us acceptance, which helps that. And you know, if you look at the different stages of grief, one of the key ones is acceptance. And if there's a sense of that we can help in that process, then you know, we're very much for that. But thank you for your input there, Nick.
Well done,
And
Nick.
Nick and Dawn are doing a mediumship course this Friday.
Hello, Joanne Miller.
Okay, so John Miller has put, why am I hearing high-pitched sounds in my ears and voices when I start to drift off? It isn't, hey, that's the funds. I want to know who and what the reason is. Okay, so joking aside, basically when we hear sort of high-pitched noises, you know, people would describe it sort of like the tuning of a radio, sort of looking at different frequencies, spirit of playing with our different frequencies so that we can start to hear and we can start to hear in different things. So we might hear actual voices, we might hear sort of songs, we might hear, you know, some sort of audible sort of that we can understand. Now, when we hear like anything, we hear externally and internally, or objectively, as the correct terms are. So we'll hear it. So say, for example, if because it looks like motel, so it looks like we're sort of American way. So we might have, say, we hear someone from deep Texas in our ear hole, or we can hear in our minds that sort of our own voice. But either way, we're working clairaudiently, which is where we're hearing the sounds.
And when you start to drift off is because it's to do with brainwaves, my lovely, and the uncomplicated shortened version is that when we are working as mediums, we allow our brainwaves to kind of go into the theta mode. It's a kind of a relaxation, and that's pretty much the same sort of way as before when you start to nod off. And it's the same sort of things you get if you're daydreaming or that kind of energy, if you like. That's that. And spirit go, oh, her head's quiet. She's not thinking. She's nodding off. Quick, let's nip in. So it sounds to me, if you're not already learning, darling, you need to be.
Okay, so Joanna, I feel like I've got a grandfather here. Again, I don't feel very old with this gentleman. I certainly sort of like sort of middle to sort of late 60s. If he was sort of like his early 70s, he didn't look that old. I don't feel old. I feel quite slim to the frame, quite a chiseled jaw, quite a good looking gentleman. I want to say with this gentleman, what you see is what you get. I certainly feel like I'm quite a easygoing gentleman, but also quite protective. So I certainly feel like I'm going on more sort of like a fatherly role that would have taken on and would have been like a father to you. With this gentleman, I also want to say the hands were strong, quite big hands, and would have been a person who would have liked the outdoors and would have liked a person, being a person that I feel like I could relax around and feel very much at ease, and got a fantastic smile, but would make anybody want to smile also. With him, I go to the stomach area, which to me is either a stomach condition or cancer within the body. And also, I feel with this gentleman that he would have just known, he would have had that sort of sixth sense, that sort of ability to sort of judge people and had a good understanding of people. Sort of like, I don't know if I can trust that person, or, I really like that person. I reckon they'll go far in this world. He would have made quotes like that. And he just knew, he had a sense of a good understanding of people and got on quite well. Now, it takes me to yourself, and I want to say with you, there is this psychic ability with yourself, and it's, I want to be using cards as one. I also want to sort of say that I'm catching things from the corner of my eyes, and he's making me aware that he's around, but also you're aware that you keep looking and it's there. You also keep smelling cigarette, tobacco like smells, because I'm smelling those. And the message I want to say to you is hold back with the money, because I'm being shown like a piggy bank, and this to me is like saving for like a rainy day, holding back for expenses and all of that. It's not doom and gloom that there's lots of money going out, but it's almost like money goes through my hands quite quickly. So keep that money back a little bit, and I want to say to treat yourself. I just want to give you away from the gentleman and just thank you for working with me.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So, okay. Simone Wheeler. Okay. Simone Wheeler. Oh, okay. Simone Wheeler says, did I do something wrong that no one wants to connect with me? I'm assuming by that statement, darling, you mean that spirit doesn't want to come and connect with you. That is probably, I would say, not quite right, because spirit do want to come with you. They do want to connect with you. They cannot wait to come through, but equally, you have to be in the right space to do that. Okay, you have to be, I believe, you have to trained the right way, set in the energy the right way to connect with them on that level. I mean, did you want to sort of take over that statement a bit more?
Okay, so why wouldn't anybody from family or friends not want to connect with you? And that is it in a nutshell, because they want to. And sometimes what we need to do is we need to be open to that communication. Now, that's not meaning that we have to be mediums. We all have the ability, and if spirit will allow us to connect in all different ways. What we need to do is to, as Kirsty said, just allow our minds to be still. If our mind's really busy during the day, and I'm trying to talk to you as a human being, excuse me, then how are you going to be sort of listening, because your mind's elsewhere? So I need to listen. So if you think of basic communication, when we talk to each other, one person needs to talk, one needs to listen, and vice versa. And working with spirit is no different. So if our head's all busy, we're not listening to anybody, so we don't think anyone's there. So we shut ourselves down, go, you know what? There's no point, we give up. So that intention is, there's nobody there, so why do I bother? Comes back, why should I bother? So to me, what I need to say is still that mind. Put the thought out, perhaps before you go to bed. If your mind's busy during the day, then you go to sleep, and when you're asleep, then basically ask somebody to come through. And equally during the day, just quiet your mind and don't analyze it, just accept what comes through, and then analyze it afterwards.
Simone, and do you know what the funniest card? The funniest card has come out, and that is, it talks about you as unfounded fear, focusing on the worst case scenario and allowing worry to grow out proportions of the problem. Now, Simone, this is what it's saying to me with yourself, pretty much what sort of Matt was saying. If you give out that intention, that's what you're going to get back. So believe in yourself. I am a medium. I can do it. This is fantastic. You know, Spirit, you are coming to me. I'm a lovely person. I'm a wonderful person. I do feel like you've got to. You are by nature quite a lady that worries about thoughts about other people, and you know, needs a bit of what can I say? I feel like I want to give you some positive affirmations, and I want to just give you a big whole heap of self-belief in you and a whole ton of self-love at you, darling, because it feels to me like somebody, whoever's battered you, you need to, I mean, emotionally, so your fear is kind of in there. You want to tell that thought to do one, and you want to start learning to love yourself and big yourself up a little bit. Don't wait for others to do it for you. You go and do that yourself. It's time for you to see the light in you. It talks about the Queen of Light here. I've got here now. She's come to shed light on the situation. You worry about everything. Yes, darling, I am very aware of that. So shed that light on yourself. See what an awesome person you are. See the wonderful things that you've achieved. Go back and have a little look at all the good things that you've done. You know, if you can't, and then also for every day, you know, even if it's just, hey, my eyebrows are looking great today, it doesn't matter. One positive thing about yourself a day, and then make it 2, then make it 3. You won't get yourself a big head. You'll get yourself some self-love. That is one of the most important things that you need to be to a medium, because you need to trust in yourself, and then you can trust in them, if that makes sense. Because most mediums in training that come to us, they don't have the courage to themselves, of themselves. So they need to be, you know, you need to feel, you know what, feel that love in yourself, feel the good that you're doing, know that you're capable of doing it, know that you can do this, all right? Manifestation, you know, you can do this, you do anything that you want to do. The only other thing I want to say to you is this beautiful card that's come up here. It's taking time out. Taking time out just for you to have a moment where, you know, you have that quiet time. You have that time for you, whether it's reading a book, whether it's sitting listening to music, whether it's just staying away from negative ninnies of this world, because my goodness me, the world is full of them, isn't there? And, you know, and that includes watching a sort of negative ninny news and goodness knows what on the telly. Try and steer clear of all that, because you're very sensitive, and just imagine yourself in a bubble of light, and imagine nothing gets in except pure love, and just allow yourself for that love to grow gently, slowly. Be kind to Simone.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Be kind to you. Don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Yeah. And that goes to each and every one of you out there that is learning. It isn't the Spirit doesn't want to come to you. It's that you need to learn that you deserve it. You need to learn that you're worthy. You need to know that you can do it. And Spirit will jump at the chance to work with you. But you need to feel that in your own heart.
And the final bit of advice for you, if you go to a local spiritualist to have a reading, set the intention before.
Yeah.
That, you know, I'm going to receive a message. I want to receive a message, and be open. Because if you go there going, I'm going to go for a reading, but I'm not going to get anything, you're not going to get anything, because you've set that intention already that you're not going to receive it. So keep it open and keep it positive. And
if you are wanting to be developing, find a decent teacher. Go and find a teacher that you can trust. And if it doesn't feel right and you're not learning anything and it doesn't sit right with you, go find another one. There's no strict rule. You know, your best way initially is to go via spiritualist church or find out somebody that has been recommended to you. And once again, trust your heart, trust your instinct, and you won't go wrong. It's only when you don't trust that you do.
Most definitely. So thank you for that, Simone. And
thank you, Simone. Good luck,
thank
darling.
you for your input and good luck, yeah.
Okie dokie, so I'm afraid we've run out of time.
We have, unfortunately, but I don't know about you. With our professional demeanour, we've really enjoyed ourselves tonight.
Yeah, okay. So I'm not professional, but I don't care. I'm human. I'm me. It is what it is, isn't it?
I said professional demeanour, so I was referring to you, dear. Perhaps your professionalism is different to mine, but we're both professional. No,
Wow.
But joking aside, it's been lovely to be back. It's been lovely to have you all on, and hopefully we've inspired you a little bit along your spiritual journey, hopefully giving you some understanding and then also allowed those people who receive readings today to connect to their loved ones and to be inspired by them as we've gone along. Whatever you're doing over the next week, yes, we do spiritual teaching online. We do courses on a regular basis, all different levels.
Zoom meetings.
We do them over Zoom, so we do them all over the world to different time zones and things. So yeah, I can always fit something, but just message us.
MK Clairvoyance.
Same as we mentioned before, Katerina.
Yeah, thank you, Katerina. So thank you guys very, very much for joining us. We do wish you a wonderful time, whatever it is you're about to get up to. Hopefully you're not causing too much mischief. And sorry, what was that?
Just a lovely Deb Clark tomorrow, 8 o'clock UK time. So please be aware of the time differences, whichever time zone you are in.
Yes, yes. So once again, thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned for all sorts of other wonderful mediums and shows that are coming up. Please just do check on the Spiritual Psychics web page and have a little snoop and see what we offer as a TV station, because there is loads of stuff on. All right. In the meantime, you will take care now. You hear?
And you take care. Love to see you all and be care. We'll look forward to seeing you next Monday at 8 o'clock. Goodbye.
Bye.